My name is James Harvey. I'm aged in my 50s. I've been a self-employed photographer for around about 20 years or thereabouts. Because of the industry that I'm in, the environment's changed over the years, so I've been sort of looking at other avenues of career moves that I can sort of move into that I think that I'm quite well skilled for. I guess I felt sorry for people that are older and felt like they were forgotten about, and I think that older people have got so much more to give. And my wife said to me, why don't you try for patient transport? So I started to speak to a few people, friends who I'd heard who knew others in the industry. Back in December last year, I contacted St. John. I guess I went to St. John because I looked at it, there's a lot of companies offering the course. I've always seen St. John as the pinnacle of the industry and the really nice go-to friendly kind of organisation. So that pulled me in. Plus another photographer friend of mine I found was working with St. John. So that just pushed me even further. He said, you're going to love this. You will love work. He says, I don't feel like I'm working. And it really sort of opened the doors for me. And so I started the course in December and been working in the industry. You're working or training with other people that are like-minded. And I find the people in the industry are very, very approachable. The equipment that we use is quite amazing. I don't think it's about driving a vehicle and just pushing a trolley. It's much, much more than that. And I guess that's another beautiful thing of the job is there is just so much to learn. And yes, it is daunting, but I think you just take your time, go slow, don't put pressures on yourself. We're going to make mistakes. That's normal. That's how we learn. So you need to take that on board. So far, I'm really enjoying the process. Behind the scenes, I always wanted to work with St. John in the green uniform. The induction process was very thorough, which I think is brilliant. You go through things that you have been taught before, but I think that's great because in this industry, unless you're using those skills all the time, it's very important to, refresh and, keep on top of those things. There's a lot of variety. For instance, you can be out, part of it is out driving an emergency vehicle and, running through what you would do, in an emergency situation. Even though you're not going to use that, you still need to have that skill set. I think if you're umming and ahhing about the course, look at the big picture, career growth in the future. Ask yourself, what are your personality traits? Are you a people person? You've got to be down to earth, you've got to be approachable, and put yourself in the patient's shoes. If you can make the person at the end of the journey a little bit of a smile or a little bit more confidence in you and as an organisation, then I think you're on the way to having a successful, fulfilling career.